hate sanding.
Hi and welcome back to the T1 build. As you can see, we have progressed significantly. So what have I been doing? Well, all the fiberglass panels, I've been mocking them up to, obviously making brackets up to fit them onto the main sort of superstructure, as you can see here. Some of them are on, some of them aren't. So where this is obviously it's had its first coat of filler, and then it's all been sealed back, and obviously it needs a lot more coats of filler, building all up. Once it's all been built up, it will be primed and painted, and then that will look great. Then obviously there's detailing to add in different places on the panel. The front panels here, we've got to sort the pivoting system out, because obviously this moves as the platform rises and falls. So what else? Guns, you've seen how the guns were built. Guns are sort of mounted now. They work really, really well. Obviously, I'm mocking up I'm doing this in foam. This is going to be like the bullet run. And then obviously I've got to build something here. So this looks like bullets kind of going into the, feeding into the gun from the main body. I've got a lot more to do with the electronics, stacks more to do with the electronics. Obviously the water systems have got to go on. And obviously a lot of this has got to be sort of bolted down. The gun pods have got to go in. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Obviously the head, the neck bracing system inside the head has got to go in. This is obviously already on a pivot system. But obviously all the linkages and everything have got to go in here. So yeah, there's a lot to do, but it gives you a sense now of what this is actually going to look like when it's finished. Plus the size of the thing. I mean, this is in a kind of a mid position here. So when this thing is standing fully up, it's massive. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of the T1's movement. Now, bear in mind, a lot of the panels aren't, fixed in. So there's going to be a bit of rattling and bits might fall off while I do this, but it gives you a sense of what she can kind of do. So there we got our movement on her guns. Now I've decided to keep them together. I can split them up if I needed to, but I like the way they work kind of like that. We've got full articulation on the head. Yes, we have. Yep. And obviously once all the linkages are in, that's going to look really, really good. Obviously the upper section, we've got complete control of that. Lower section, this is where the front panel might fall off. So we can move those different platforms like that. Obviously we've got put our guns out. We can rotate the body. Now obviously bear in mind, as I said to you before, we've got a fair amount of movement. Obviously all the plates are in the way at the moment. If I just take that off, gives you a sense that, once all this is rigged up and set up properly, we'll have a lot more movement in it all. As I said, it's all just, gives you an idea. So I'm going to put a solar panel on there, which will help charge the battery system. And then obviously all this is going to be finished off. It'll all have wiring in and all sorts of stuff underneath it. Move around to there, bring your guns back in, and obviously you've seen the movement on the track system. So that all combined with her movement and her steering, yeah. So hi, welcome to Podpadstudios. I hope you enjoyed that little sort of summary of what we've been doing with the T1. Now you're probably wondering why at the end of this wonderfully creative T1 build we faded to a picture of a hedge.
I tried to cut it straight, but then it was a really hot day and I started going downhill. Next thing I know, it's kind of like a hole in the hedge.
You weren't doing topiary or something like
No,
that.
I wasn't. I was
were
trying to do a
get it
straight
level.
line. Yeah, I was trying to do a straight line.
We'll cut
It's
back to
just-
it now so you can actually see, you know.
It's part of the workshop project to rebuild the workshop, to tidy up the garden, because people are going to come in September to our open studios. But
now we've got to cut the hedge down.
I don't really know what's happened to the hedge.
The problem is if you cut more of it down, it won't be like...
It's a bit like the banana and the mummy, you know, the people who try and even
What?
things out by taking a bit more out of them.
The banana and the mummy.
Banana and the ape, you know, the little ape that's feeding its child a banana and they're trying to eat them at the same
Talking
time.
about Brian again?
No, nobody knows that story. I think it's one of my
No.
mum's.
Yeah. What, the story of Brian and the ape? Or the story
No,
of your
the
mum and
banana
ape?
and the mum and the ape.
What?
I don't know. We've lost the plot a bit. We better get back to
Anyway,
normal.
we're sitting
They'll
out
be wondering
here
where we are.
We've been building the workshop, and obviously there's been loads on Patreon all about this, what we've been doing here, building new workshops, but it's kind of nice to get outside, isn't it, really?
I know, and I don't really want to put the sides and the walls and the windows on because I love the outside bit of it.
Yeah.
But we're going to
Yeah,
have to
that's
because of the winter. So we need to just follow the plan and not get distracted by a beautiful summer's day.
Anyway, as I said, T1 build is doing really, really well now. Most of the technical problems have been overcome, but there's bound to be... Ow, there's trees in there. I might have to cut this down. Yeah, the technical problems have been overcome, I think, at the moment, and it's just bodywork, which I hate doing.
And then talking of beautiful
So,
summer's day, we
yeah.
went out to MFor Fest, organised Pimm's in the park.
Got the chance to
And we
drive the
took-
Batmobile.
And they let us park it in front of
Yeah.
Lydiard House, which looked beautiful, and met loads of really cool people there. And it was a really, really nice Jubilee celebration.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to leave you with that, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next week, and enjoy the Batmobile in the park.
Don't forget to subscribe and
Oh, yeah.
bing, hit that bell.
And if there's anybody out there that could advise us on cutting hedges down, or Mrs. Breaker, about how to get them level,
You
please
can't
comment
use the
below.
spirit level on it. It's kind of like a spiky
Yeah,
thing.
anyway, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.